Welcome back everyone. As we have completed exercise 1.5 question number 1 to 4 and we have to start question number 5, and question number 5 is related to the topic rationalizing the denominator. How to rationalize the denominator and what is the need to rationalize the denominator. So let us take an example, 1 by root 2. We know that 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. So can you tell where it shows up on the number line? If we want to locate it on the number line, where it will come? So maybe it is easy to handle it if the denominator is a rational number. So if we make the denominator a rational number, it is easy to locate it on the number line. Now let us see how we can rationalize the denominator. So this is the example, 1 by root 2 is the number. So we have to multiply with the same number, same irrational number. Root 2 is the denominator, so it means we have to multiply it with root 2 only. Then only it becomes 2. Root 2 into root 2 makes 2, so here it comes a rational number. So this root 2 will become a rational number 2 when it will be multiplied by root 2. So we cannot write root 2. We cannot multiply like this only root 2. It means we have to divide it by root 2 also. So when we remove these two numbers, it hardly makes the difference. We are left with 1 by root 2. So for rationalizing the denominator, we have to multiply and divide with the same irrational number to make the denominator rational. See, 1 by root 2 into root 2 by root 2 makes root 2 into 1 becomes root 2 by, so root 2 into root 2 makes 2. So this is how now the denominator is in the rational form. So in this form, it is easy to locate 1 by root 2 on the number line. It is halfway between 0 and root 2. So root 2 by 2 means it is halfway. Root 1 by root 2 will lie between halfway between 0 and root 2. Now let us take one more example. How to rationalize the denominator of 1 by 2 plus root 3. Now you can see it has two terms. The denominator has two terms, 2 plus root 3. Now the rationalizing factor will be this. To make the denominator rational number, we have to multiply it with 2 minus root 3. Here between the two terms the sign is of plus. If sign is of plus, the rationalizing factor will be in minus, 2 minus root 3. So if we are multiplying it with 2 minus root 3, it means we have to divide it with 2 minus root 3 also. So 2 minus root 3 into 1 makes 2 minus root 3, and this is a plus b into a minus b. So what is a plus b, a minus b? It is a square minus b square. So this is 2 minus root 3 over 2 square is 4, and root 3 square means root 3 into root 3 is root 9, which is a square root of 3. So 4 minus 3. So 2 minus root 3 by 1. So answer is 2 minus root 3. So the denominator is 1. So denominator is 1. It means that it is a rational number. So we have rationalized the denominator of 2 plus root 3. So this is the answer of this example. Now rationalizing the denominator. Rationalizing the denominator means when the denominator of an expression contains a term with square root, like this, a term with square root, denominator is in square root. So when the denominator of an expression contains a term with square root, the process of converting it into an equivalent expression whose denominator is a rational number is called rationalizing the denominator. So I think the statement is clear to you. So whenever the denominator of an expression contains a term with square root, the process of converting it into rational form is called rationalizing the denominator. And I have already explained you how to rationalize the denominator. When denominator is in monomial term, only one term is there, then the rationalizing factor is the same number in square root. And if it contains two terms, the rationalizing factor will be, if there is plus sign in between the two terms, you have to rationalize with negative sign. If there is minus sign in between the denominator of two terms, then we have to multiply and divide by plus sign. Both the terms, plus sign will be there between both the terms. Now look at question number 1. Exercise question number 5, exercise 1.5, question number 5. First part is rationalize the denominator of the following. Now you can see the first part is 1 by root 7. So as I have told you, 1 by root 7, here the denominator is root 7, so the rationalizing factor will be root 7 only. So we have to multiply with root 7 and divide by root 7. Root 7 into 1 will make root 7, and root 7 into root 7 makes it 7. So 7 is in rational form now. So this is called rationalizing the denominator. We have made the denominator in the rational form. Earlier it was in irrational form, now we have made it in rational form. So root 7 by 7 is the answer. Second part is 1 by root 7 minus root 6. Now you can see, as I have told you, now denominator has two terms and in between we have minus sign. So the rationalizing factor will be both the same terms, root 7 and root 6, but with plus sign. So we have to multiply it with root 7 plus root 6 and divide it with root 7 plus root 6. So root 7 plus root 6 into 1 makes root 7 plus root 6, and this is a minus b and this is a plus b. So we know a minus b, a plus b is a square minus b square. So root 7 square is 7 and root 6 square is 6, because root 7 square is root 7 into root 7, and root 7 into root 7 is root 49, which is equal to 7. This is how we write root 7 square is 7 and root 6 square is 6. 7 minus 6, 1. So this is in rational form. So we are left with numerator root 7 plus root 6. So this is the answer of second part. Now third part is 1 by root 5 plus root 2. Now you can try it yourself. Now the rationalizing factor, I'll give you a hint. The rationalizing factor in third part is root 5 minus root 2. So we have to multiply by root 5 minus root 2 and divide by root 5 minus root 2. So you will be easily get the answer. Fourth part is 1 by root 7 minus 2. So here the rationalizing factor is root 7 plus 2. So you have to multiply by root 7 plus 2 and divide by root 7 plus 2. So in this way you can easily solve these parts. So these two parts I hope you will try yourself. So this completes your exercise 1.5.